Right, this is a video I've been meaning to do for quite some time, and it's an update video on the Parker blower and the Stanley engine unit. The Parker blower hasn't let me down. I can guarantee you, take it out of the van first thing in the morning, be it just cold or even frosty, it'll always start on the fourth pull, whatever the weather, and then thereafter it usually starts on the first or second pull once it's warm. The only problem I've had with it is the on-off switch, and that was pretty much my own fault. I was doing a job and absolutely threw it down with rain, sort of threw the hedge cutter and the blower under the van, and I jumped in, and I didn't really put this far enough under the van, and it got absolutely soaking wet. And ever since after that day, the switch played up. I think the damp got in it and it wouldn't switch off, so I think it was about $1.99 for a little rocker switch, and that was it really. But other than that, it's never missed a beat. It's a nice little blower. I think it's 25cc. It is what it is. It's got 25cc of power. It does the job. It's been the only blower I've been running for over a year now, and I'd say it's still going strong. The only thing I've actually done to it is, because I usually run it on a little short tube, this autumn I wanted to put the extension piece in, just for the leaves as such, and I couldn't actually find the extension piece, so I actually just put a piece of other piece of pipe on. But that was my fault. But all in all, I found that to be worth its money. I've never used it as a vac. That's one thing I've never done. I've never used it as a vac, but I've only solely used it as a blower, and it's been the only blower I've used since I've had it. And I would buy another one, no problem. Going by this particular unit, I would buy another one. And right, we've got the Stanley. That's a different story. I'll just get it. There it is. It's in bits. I actually took the shaft off to use it as an extension shaft. I in total got about 4 months use out of it. First 3 months, brilliant. Then it started getting a little bit temperamental, taking a bit more pull in the start, etc. And I never worked it hard. Never worked it hard. I've used it as a hedge cutter, or I use it as a strimmer. And I will be honest, I did like the machine. I really did like the machine. It felt nice. It was a nice weight, and it had the right amount of power. But like I say, it got temperamental the last month I had it, and then I was at a job using it as a strimmer, pulled the cord, and the recoil spring, the other bits that fell out, goes in there, it actually shattered into about 4 different pieces, all in there. So I cut my losses with it, and it's now a donor machine, if you like. Like I say, I did take the drive shaft off and just use it as an extension. When I originally got this, and I think I'd run it for a week or two, and I did sort of a little review, so to speak, and I said it was a thumbs up, but I did say at the time, don't know what the longevity would be of it, and obviously we now know 4 months. So looking back and now, I have to honestly say it's a thumbs down. As I said, it is a shame. I really did like the machine. It was very comfortable to use, nice and light, but had the power. But I might have been unlucky and got one made on a Friday. But certainly I can only go by this particular unit, and I wouldn't buy another one at all. I was actually quite disappointed. Stanley is a good brand. And I expected a bit more from it, and as I say, I didn't work it hard. I don't work any of my machines hard, basically because I've had to pay for them, and then that's my machine, so I tend to look after all my machines, and this one, it just didn't have the life in it at all. So I wouldn't recommend that at all. Certainly would recommend the Parker blower. The Parker, I do actually have the Parker multi-tool, which I really only use the pruner on, and the pruner tends to be a bit harder on machines, and that's never skipped a beat yet. So this video was a little bit overdue, but unfortunately, because I've been so busy the run up to Christmas, I just didn't have time to do this one. So I hope that was of interest and helped you. So thank you for watching.